I am going to expose about Taiwan. Taiwan is a very interesting country in Asia, but we are going to see that it's not exactly an independent country that he wants to be. Starting to know Taiwan, we must know so many things about how independent it is, because Taiwan was an island. This island started in China. It's in a little bit part of China, but Taiwan wanted to be independent, so they are fighting for the independence of Taiwan. So when you saw in Wikipedia and so many parts, you can find not Taiwan, you will find Republic of China, because basically it's still a part of China, but it's like a special city too, like Hong Kong and Macau. I think you know something like that places. So continuing what this does in Taiwan speaks. In Taiwan, you can say it's Chinese, but it's not exactly Chinese. It's different because it's Chinese, but simplified Chinese. Simplified Chinese has more easy and simple writing system. It's the same as Mandarin, but it's more simple. And because they not want to say Chinese, they used to call that language Taiwanese. But it's actually simplified Chinese. And you can saw this in a place in Hong Kong, and a place in Macau, and a place in some cities of China too. About the flag, this flag is used as the Republic of China, as I said yesterday, in a moment before, and it was created by China. Really, Taiwan want to have their own flag, because this flag is not exactly owned from Taiwan, but it's a flag, as you can see, with red color, a sun, and blue. Very simple, and represent blood from the ancestors, blood from the Qing dynasty. That is a very important dynasty from China, from Taiwan, and the democracy, the quality of the democracy. In Taiwan, you can see a lot of beautiful and incredible landscapes, as you see there, because Taiwan also have a huge variety of nature. You can see indestructible views and some incredible plants, flowers, and incredible landscape and views everywhere. Not everywhere, because some parts are very as a city, but some rural places in Taiwan are as incredible as you can see right here. Another thing is the music. In Taiwan, for sure, there is a lot of kinds of music. Taiwan is a very cultural place, a very cultural country, and you can see since traditional music to more music like popular music. In Taiwan, people like too much metal. Taiwan is a very interesting and very huge place to metal. Taiwan brings a lot of opportunities to metal in that country, and some traditional dances and music in Taiwan are just Hakka, Hokkien, Burun, and for sure pop, a Taiwanese special pop that you can see in Taiwan. The Taiwanese food is very variety. You can see a lot of things in Taiwan. This is so similar to the Japanese onigiri, but it's from Taiwan. It's a special preparation from Taiwan. Some of that preparations can be the beef noodle chop, Hua Bao, or the Taiwanese hamburger. There is a big hamburger, not different as the traditional hamburger. The scallion pancake, the fan tuan. There is like a pan with some preparation inside, with some meal, meat, vegetables, and you eat like that an hour. It's a very delicious. The century egg. There is an egg with a lot of centuries before. It's a very old egg that you eat, and it's for us could be bad, but for them it's very good as a fermented wine or something like that. The deep cooked chicken. There are a lot of chicken too. The braised pork rice. There is rice made of pork. That is very weird, but it's very delicious. Some cakes like the pinnacle plates. The ice cream burritos. Yeah, burritos of ice creams. That is very interesting, and wares too. That is very delicious. And the Taiwanese tea. Here in Santa Fe of Bogota, in the center, commercial center Santa Fe, and in Fontanar, you can eat some Taiwanese tea. There is a very interesting place to eat Taiwanese tea. Well, continuing, another thing is the religion. For sure, being part of Asia, there is so many religions in Taiwan. Some of the main religions represent religions that is just popular in China, in Asia, and some native religions of Taiwan. For sure, because it's a popular, very popular religion of China, you can see Buddhism too much, a lot of buildings, and some decorations, some statues, and also some traditional Taiwan religions like Jiguan Dao, Tiandis, and Mila Dao. I don't exactly know what those means. I don't know exactly how the religions work today, but they also use some castles to decorate their gods and their religions. In some aspects they are polytheist, and in some aspects they are monotheist. And also there is Christianism too. Some people in Taiwan believe in gods and believe in Christianism, like we do here. Good friends of Taiwan can be just Brazil, Hong Kong, obviously because Hong Kong is also a special city in China that wants the independence. United States helps Taiwan to defeat China, but they cannot defeat China because China is so much times better. Indonesia loves Taiwan. Salvador no. That place is Nicaragua. In one time the people of Taiwan been taking some relationships with Nicaragua and Russia. Also, they are some friends with Russia too. What does Taiwan support? So basically, Taiwan supports a lot of technology of mechanisms like that, like you hear, computers, plastic, and chemicals. It's basically what you see in Taiwan supported. And Taiwan has some interesting aims. Yeah, some enemies, and I put communist flags because basically Taiwan is capitalist and Taiwan hates and fights with communist countries and places. This is Cambodia. Cambodia don't recognize Taiwan. Cambodia says Taiwan is not Taiwan, is China. North Korea, that is for sure very communist. North Korea says is China and must be part of China. China for sure is the biggest enemy of Taiwan. Vietnam, that is also communist, and the east of Germany. Not Germany, because the east of Germany have more communist intentions. And Armenia too. It's another place that don't recognize Taiwan as a country. The economy of Taiwan is simple. They use the new Taiwanese dollar. They use a capitalist system, and they also use the not communist and not China ideology. The history of Taiwan was very interesting. There was so many flags. Taiwan was after called the Formosa. This was when Spain was discovered Taiwan and called Taiwan the Isla of Formosa. And so many other places like Holland also colonized Taiwan and called the Formosa Island of Holland. And this is so many medium Chinese flags. This was when Japan got the power over Taiwan because Japan also colonized Taiwan. And you can see that this is the fight with the Chinese Communist Party all the time because China was the big invader of Taiwan since the beginning. Some festivals you can see in Taiwan is the Pinji Sky Lantern Festival. It's very popular. You can see very beautiful pictures of something like that. It's night and people take lanterns and lance the lanterns into the sky, and you can see incredible views. This is the Yaishu Beishu Fireworks Festival. When you take like fireworks and you attack people with fireworks, the people put in the fire area with special costumes to don't be affected with the fireworks. The June International Puppet Arts Festival, that is also popular in China, is also popular in other places in Asia. There is a festival of puppets. People do puppets, people create puppets and innovative things. And the Furong Sand Sculpture Festival, there is a festival about sand, about make sculptures in sand, but very incredible sculptures. This is a dragon made in just sand, more like castle, more like incredible construction, made it just in sand. This is one of my favorites with this for sure. Very violent. I love that. And the main cities in Taiwan has so many cities. The most important is Taipei, but we will exactly see what are the most important cities in Taiwan right here. The most important is Taipei. Some people call it New Taipei, and it's the capital city of Taiwan. You probably will hear of Taipei first because it's the most important economy, the most touristic important place. and every time you can see incredible thing that will be interesting to you to see. Another place is Kaohsiung. They have incredible places to have fun, to be like celebrated, to have holidays. It's an incredible place, and I also have an incredible skyscrapers, and interesting beaches and beautiful landed parks. The most interesting thing of Kaohsiung are the parks. Another place is Tainan. Tainan is historically a classic place in Taiwan, where amounts into a former oldest city that takes the architecture as a classic and very unique thing in Taiwan. Another place is Chiayi. Chiayi is mostly a rural place with incredible landscapes. This is a hotel, it's a very incredible hotel, and it's also very commercial and very important to Taiwan, but it's more about rural places and incredible landscapes. Taichung is also the industrial zone of Taiwan. This was very influenced by Japan, and it's like very colored, very variety, and have a lot of things to do and a lot of things to sell and buy also, because the commercial and industrial zone is very big. And continuing, we can have so many companies. This company TSMC is of semiconductors. This company is of integrated steel fabrication, display panels, a wall. Foxconn, I think is the most famous of electronic fabrications. This Shadow Telecom, telecommunications, Sims, and Pegatron, Informatic Electronic Corporation. And finally, you can see Nanya Plastic Corporations, that as you can see, the title is about plastics. Exactly about plastics. There are so many good companies and famous companies in Taiwan, the most famous I can say. And the weather in Taiwan is a little bit tropical. The way Taiwan is not exactly with stations. It's different in North Taiwan and South Taiwan because the grays and the temperatures change a lot in between those two places. But it's a subtropical and tropical place in Taiwan. We have so many cute animals. This is the Formosan black bear. It's a very old bear in Taiwan. The Yuan Sai, that is like a kind of panda, but it's a panda originated from Taiwan. And also the Formosan rock monkey. This is a very interesting monkey, just originated in Taiwan. The Cher Malaysian tapir is also a very popular animal in Taiwan. Yeah, it's from Malaysia, but it's very common to see a tapir like that in Taiwan. The Lian one, the elephant, is not a special, it's a special elephant that was in the war and that survived more than 100 years alive. It's a military elephant that survived a lot of years living. The grass mud house, as you can see, is very, how to say, it's very, I don't know, in winter. In winter you can see it's very abrigado, how to say that?
Hairy?
Hairy, yes, very hairy to protect of the winter and the ice temperatures. And the Moscow River dog is a very beautiful dog. This is a pet, a toy, but it's more similar like this too. And the Rex Mustang, that is a bear, is a deer, I mean. It's a deer from Taiwan too. The architecture of Taiwan is very incredible. It's very futuristic and it's very creative. You can see also classic constructions in Taiwan. This is the president place, the president house. And these are so many unique and interesting creations. And friends, I'm gonna tell you some famous people. This is the last slide. For first, I'm going to show to you that is a K-pop singer. He's a K-pop singer but has originated in Taiwan. He is of the group Twice and he sings very well. Actually lives in Korea because he's from the K-pop entertainment and the K-pop music. See, Jimmy Lin, is a multi-talented. He's actor, he do sports, he do movies, he do pictures, he do a lot of things. He's a multifaceted person in the world of Taiwan. And Edward Young is a film director, a film creator, and also related with films and with direction of movies and direction of some audiovisual creations. Beatrix Yusu is a drama and novels actress, very popular in Taiwan. Something just like that, and for movies and for television. And Freddie Yun Chansuo is the vocalist of the death metal band Tonic, but he's also the legislator of Taiwan. So he's a metal person, but he's also a politic person around Taiwan. And cheer, people. That was all.
Okay. Thank you.